Have you ever just looked at something massive, a skyscraper, an airplane, anything, and wondered how it all comes together? Not just the steel and the circuits, but the idea behind it. Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain on that secret blueprint. We're talking about the shared concept, the invisible architecture that turns total chaos into a masterpiece of creation.
I mean, really think about it. How do you get thousands of people, all speaking different technical languages, to coordinate on building something where even one tiny mistake could be, well, catastrophic? We're talking about impossibly complex systems, and getting them right is one of the biggest challenges there is.
Because in the world of engineering, the line between success and failure is razor thin. It is literally the difference between a picture-perfect launch and a billion-dollar firework on the launch pad. And that difference, it isn't just about the hardware. It's in the plan, the communication, the shared vision that came way before anyone picked up a wrench.
And hey, it's not just about rockets. Let's bring this down to earth for a second. Think about a huge music festival. When it works, it's like a magical city that pops up for a weekend. But when it fails, you get Fire Festival, a complete and total systems collapse. See, both are complex systems, but one was built on a solid shared idea, and the other, well, it was built on hype. That difference is everything.
So, what's the secret sauce here? What stops everything from falling into chaos? It's not a physical part. It's not a line of code. It's something way more fundamental. Something that exists before a single thing gets built. The answer is an idea.
Okay, first, let's get on the same page with the lingo. In engineering, whatever we're building, we call it the system. So for our festival, the system is the stages, the sound gear, the food vendors, security, the artists, even you, the crowd. All these pieces have to work together perfectly to achieve one purpose, an amazing weekend. And this is the hero of our story, the concept. It's just a well-defined idea. It's not the physical stage, it's the shared mental picture of what the festival is and how it's all supposed to work. The source material calls concepts the building blocks of understanding, and that's exactly what they are.
So why is this abstract thing, this idea, so incredibly powerful? Because a really well-defined concept becomes the true blueprint for the entire project. It's the foundation that everything else gets built on top of.
You see, a strong concept does 4 absolutely critical jobs. First, it defines the problem, making sure everyone agrees on the mission. 2, it creates a common language, so the money people and the engineers can actually understand each other. Third, it turns those vague goals into a concrete, actionable plan. And maybe most importantly, it helps the whole team see risks coming and spot potential disasters before they ever happen. But here's the thing, it's not just one big idea. A complex system, like our festival, needs a whole toolkit of different concepts. Each one is designed to answer a very specific set of questions.
First up, you've got the ConOps, or Concept of Operations. Fancy name, right? But just think of it as the user's story. It describes exactly how a festival goer is going to experience the whole thing, from the moment they drive in, to finding their tent, to that final encore. It literally puts you in their shoes.
Next is the Sustainment Concept. I like to call this the what-if plan. What if it pours rain? What if a generator blows? What if a vendor runs out of water? This is the plan that keeps the festival running smoothly no matter what curveballs get thrown. It's all about keeping the system alive and healthy.
And then there's the one everyone forgets about, the disposal concept. This is the plan for the after party that no one wants to attend, the cleanup. How do you tear down a temporary city and leave that field looking like you were never even there? A truly great system has a plan for its own end.
Okay, so we have this toolkit of really powerful ideas, but how on earth do you share them with thousands of people so that everyone is on the same page? Well, the answer is moving away from paper and into pixels.
The old way was all about documents. I'm talking binders and binders of paper, giant blueprints, stuff that was basically out of date the second it came off the printer. The new way, it's model-centric. All those concepts live inside a dynamic, digital model that everybody can see and use.
And this modern approach, it has a name. It's called Model-Based Systems Engineering, or MBSE. And believe me, it is a total game changer for managing complexity.
The real power of MBSE is that the digital model becomes what our source material calls the enduring authoritative source of truth. What does that mean? It means if you have a question about how something is supposed to work, you don't go ask a person, you ask the model.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, is working from the exact same, constantly updated blueprint.
So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? If there's one thing you remember from this, what should it be?
It really boils down to this. The physical thing, the rocket, the festival, the software, that's the subject. That's what we built. But the concept is the tool we use to get it right. It's the invisible framework that lets us wrestle with immense complexity and actually create these incredible things that work. Think about it. Before the first line of code is ever written, before the first piece of steel is cut, there has to be a clear, powerful, and shared idea. Every single great human achievement, from the pyramids to the internet, started as a concept. So, I'll leave you with this. What's yours?